Have you ever finished an interview, tapos bigla mong inisip, bakit ko ba sinabi yun? Or kaya, practice ka na naman ng practice, prepare ka ng prepare, tapos biglang nang nagtanong na yung interviewer, nagbakasyon na yung utak mo. Pero, hear me out, may good news tayo kasi hindi mo na kailangan mag-memorize ng interview answers. All you have to do is follow this simple formula and yun yung pag-uusapan natin today. My name is Tata and I'm the social media manager here at VA Masters, and today we're going to talk about how to answer the top 6 VA interview questions. Number 1, favorite question ng lahat ng interviewer, tell me about yourself. So guys, hindi nila hinihingi yung life story mo. They're trying to see if your background matches the role. So the formula is present, past, future. What you're doing now, what you did before, and what you're aiming to do. So for example, I'm going to use my real background in being a remote social media manager. So hi, my name is Tata. I've been doing social media managing for a year and a half. I graduated from AB Communication, so I do have a background of storytelling, of creating graphics and content. I also schedule posts, and I've learned how to create content strategies that aligns with the brand. But now I want to focus on creating a community, using my skills to support clients, grow their audience, and of course, build their business. Sure. And guys, if nagsimula na kayo sa I was born on June 12, blah, 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 you stop. Second question usually is, why you want to become a VA. Of course, everyone wants to work from home, pero hindi yun yung dapat na reason mo when trying to answer that question in an interview. Because what they want to check is if you're genuinely interested in the position. So the formula here is interest, skill, and value. Why you're interested, the skills you bring, and how you'll help your clients. So let's continue the example. So if I were to answer that question, it would sound like, I enjoy creating strategies for content. My experience in social media has helped me sharpen my storytelling abilities, which is anchored in communication and striking visual content. I believe I can help clients build their audience, build awareness for their brand, and have a consistent content strategy. Because yes, working from home is awesome, but try not to make that your entire answer. Third question is usually, why should we hire you? So of course, they want to know how different you are from the other applicants. The formula here is strength, proof, impact. Strength, an example, and how it will help the client. For example, one of my strengths is storytelling. So before VA Masters, I handled my own social media and I used to create content that focuses on a day in my life. So the storytelling there is really anchored on what I do next. And if you're going to film the whole day, it's a little harder because you have to set up the camera every time. And sometimes you don't even have the angles premeditated. You just go on the whim, and when you edit it, that's where the magic happens. But with this, I was able to sharpen my storytelling skills, which I believe is great for brands because people will sometimes forget the product, forget what they saw, but they won't forget the feeling. And that's my specialty in social media. A good answer will sound like that. It's okay to say you're hardworking. Just show them what kind of hard work you've done. Number 4 is, what's your biggest strength? Here, clients want to understand what you're naturally good at. So the formula for here is really simple. Strength, example. To answer this, try to have a few strengths already listed down. So you can just choose from your multiple strengths. Taray naman, multiple strengths. So if I'm going to answer that, I would say one of my strengths is consistency. It's because I schedule and publish content ahead. I make sure that they get uploaded when the algorithm is at its best. And that happens weekly. I have daily tasks that are repetitive but very important when it comes to social media. And I make sure that the messaging, the visual aspect, and every other facet of content is aligned to one brand. So that was a very simple answer, but it really matters a lot. So you should treat it like a superpower because clients want to hear your greatest strengths and how potentially you could help them out with their business. Of course, the next question is, you guessed it, what is your biggest weakness? Guys, before we go into the formula, please do not make answers out of good scenarios and then change the perspective into it being a weakness. For example, people say like, oh, I'm such a workaholic, I always work, as if it was a weakness. Interviewers can see right through that. So, let's create a better answer with this formula. So first is weakness, actual weakness, improvement, and result. One of my weakness was delivering content on time. It's because I am such a perfectionist that sometimes I have multiple revisions on one piece of content, and that takes too much time. Over time, I've learned how to manage balancing efficiency and my artistry and setting realistic deadlines for myself. Number 6, and I think this is the most practical VA interview question because it really depends with your experience. This is, tell me about the challenge you faced. So here, of course, they want to know if you can solve a problem. The formula here is STAR. First is situation, task, action, result. So I'll give you an example again. Situation. My boss reported that someone was creating WhatsApp groups to scam people into giving them money during their applications. Task. We were tasked to create a content saying that these WhatsApp groups were fake. Action. We filmed that, we edited it, and made sure that it was clear where they could reach us. Result. Of course, informing our followers to beware of scammers, making sure we are a legit company who cares about their applicants, employees. So actually, this formula is very diverse because if anyone asks you, tell me a time about, you can automatically use STAR. So again, situation, task, action, result. And trust me, it will save you every time. So guys, if you are in the process of your applications, tandaan nyo, hindi nyo na kailangan mag-memorize ng sagot. You just have to memorize formulas in order to answer these questions. Because when you answer with structure, confidence comes easily. So guys, please make sure that you save this video for later para pwede nyong balik-balikan. Please subscribe and like this video. And of course, if you're looking for a job, here at VA Masters, we have multiple open positions. Please visit www.vamasters.com/careers. Let's help each other out. If you have any questions in regards of being a VA or what it's like to be a VA, please comment down below and we can create a video for that. And I can't wait to be with you all again. Till next time.